If you're over 60 and still drinking plain water throughout the day, you might be missing out on one of the simplest ways to protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and keep your body strong for years to come. Now, I know that sounds surprising. After all, moist seniors have been told their entire lives that water is the ultimate health drink. And don't get me wrong, it absolutely is important. But here's what most people don't realize. Plain water alone doesn't give your aging body everything it needs to maintain healthy blood flow, especially after the age of 60. Let me share something with you that might shock you. A study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association followed over 15,000 adults aged 60 and older for more than 6 years. What they found was eye-opening. Seniors who consistently had poor hydration habits, not just low water intake, but also a lack of essential minerals in their fluids, had a 21% higher risk of developing serious circulation problems compared to those who maintained balanced hydration with the right nutrients. 21%. That's more than 1 in 5 people. And here's the thing. Circulation problems don't just mean cold hands and feet. Poor blood flow is directly linked to memory loss, fatigue, dizziness, slower healing, leg cramps, and even an increased risk of falls. When your blood isn't flowing properly, your organs don't get the oxygen and nutrients they need. Your brain gets foggy, your muscles get weak, your independence starts slipping away. But in this video, I'm going to share with you a few simple changes you can make to what you drink to significantly improve circulation in your body, protect your heart, and feel more energetic and clear-headed than you have in years. My name is Dr. Henry Miller, and I've spent the last decade working with seniors just like you, helping them stay strong, independent, and healthy well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. I've seen firsthand how small, practical changes can make a massive difference in how you feel every single day. Today, I'm going to walk you through 6 simple tricks that will transform the way your blood flows through your body. These aren't complicated medical treatments or expensive supplements. These are things you can start doing today, right in your own home, with ingredients and habits that are easy to find and easy to follow. But before we dive in, let me know in the comments how old you are and where you're watching from today. It really helps me understand who I'm talking to, and I love seeing this community grow from all over the world. All right, let's get started. The very first trick I want to share with you is something so simple you might think it can't possibly work. But trust me, the science behind this is solid, and the results speak for themselves. Every morning, when you wake up, instead of drinking plain water, add a small pinch of high-quality sea salt to your first glass. I'm talking about real sea salt, not table salt. There's a big difference, and I'll explain why in just a moment. Now, why does this work? When you sleep, your body loses water through breathing, sweating, and other natural processes. By the time you wake up, you're already mildly dehydrated. But here's the key. Your body doesn't just need water. It needs electrolytes. Electrolytes are minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium that help your cells absorb water and help your blood maintain the right balance of fluids. When you drink plain water without any electrolytes, especially first thing in the morning, much of that water passes right through your system without being properly absorbed. You might feel like you're hydrating, but your cells aren't getting what they need. Sea salt contains trace amounts of over 80 different minerals, including sodium, which is essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure and proper circulation. When you add a pinch of sea salt to your water, you're giving your body the tools it needs to actually use that water effectively. A study published in the American Journal of Physiology found that balanced sodium intake, especially in the morning, helped improve vascular function in older adults. Vascular function is just a fancy way of saying how well your blood vessels expand and contract to move blood around your body. When your blood vessels are flexible and responsive, your circulation improves. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard. Your organs get more oxygen. You feel more awake and energized. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but Dr. Miller, isn't salt bad for my blood pressure? That's a great question, and it's one I hear all the time. The truth is, it depends on the type of salt and the amount you're using. Table salt, the kind you find in most shakers, is heavily processed and stripped of its natural minerals. It's also often loaded with additives and anti-caking agents. That kind of salt, especially in large amounts, can absolutely contribute to high blood pressure. But natural sea salt, or Himalayan pink salt, is different. It's unrefined, mineral-rich, And when used in small amounts, it can actually support healthy blood pressure by balancing your electrolytes. The key word here is small. I'm talking about a pinch, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, in a full glass of water. That's it. You're not salting your food heavily or eating salty snacks. You're simply giving your body a tiny boost of the minerals it needs to function properly. And here's what I've seen in my own practice. Seniors who start their day with this simple habit often notice within just a few days that they feel less lightheaded when they stand up. They have more energy in the morning. They don't feel as sluggish or foggy-headed. That's because their blood is flowing better. Their cells are hydrated. Their circulation is improving. So here's what I want you to do. Tomorrow morning, before you eat anything, fill a glass with 8 to 10 ounces of clean, filtered water. Add a small pinch of sea salt or Himalayan pink salt. Stir it well. Drink it slowly. Then wait about 15 to 20 minutes before eating your breakfast. Do this every single morning, and I promise you'll start to feel the difference. The second trick is drinking warm lemon water before going to bed. Now, let's talk about what you drink at night, because this is just as important as what you drink in the morning. A lot of people avoid drinking water before bed because they don't want to wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. I completely understand that. But here's the truth. Nighttime is actually one of the most critical times to support your circulation, because while you sleep, your blood naturally thickens and your heart rate slows down. For seniors, this can be a real problem. Thicker blood means your heart has to work harder to pump it through your body. It also increases your risk of clots, which can lead to strokes or heart attacks. So what's the solution? About 30 to 45 minutes before bed, drink a small glass of warm water with fresh lemon juice. Why lemon? Why warm? Let me break it down for you. Lemons are packed with vitamin C, which is a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your blood vessels from damage. Vitamin C also supports the production of collagen, which keeps your blood vessels strong and flexible. A study published in the journal Stroke found that people with higher levels of vitamin C in their blood had a 42% lower risk of stroke compared to those with lower levels. But there's more. Lemons also contain potassium, which helps balance sodium levels in your body and supports healthy blood pressure. And the natural citric acid in lemons helps your body absorb minerals more efficiently, which means all those good nutrients you're getting from your food and drinks work even better. Now, why warm water instead of cold? Cold water causes your blood vessels to constrict, which actually slows down circulation temporarily. Warm water, on the other hand, helps your blood vessels relax and expand, which improves blood flow and helps your body absorb the nutrients from the lemon more quickly. Drinking warm lemon water before bed also supports your liver, which is responsible for filtering toxins from your blood while you sleep. When your liver is functioning well, your blood stays cleaner and your circulation improves. I've had patients tell me that after just 1 week of drinking warm lemon water before bed, they wake up feeling more refreshed. Their morning stiffness is less severe. They feel less bloated. Some even notice that their skin looks healthier. All of this is connected to better blood flow. Here's exactly what to do. About 30 to 45 minutes before you go to sleep, heat up 6 to 8 ounces of water until it's comfortably warm. Not boiling, just warm enough that you can sip it easily. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into the water. Stir it well and drink it slowly. If you find that you still need to use the bathroom during the night, you can reduce the amount to 4 or 5 ounces. But try not to skip this habit altogether, because the benefits for your circulation and overall health are too important to miss. The third trick is adding beet juice or beet powder to your daily routine. This is one of my absolute favorite tricks for improving blood flow, and this one is backed by some truly impressive research. Beets, specifically beet juice or beet powder. If you're not already familiar with beets, they're a deep red root vegetable that's been used for centuries in traditional medicine. But in the last couple of decades, scientists have discovered something remarkable about beets. They contain natural compounds called nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is one of the most important molecules in your entire cardiovascular system. It signals your blood vessels to relax and expand, which allows blood to flow more freely throughout your body. The more nitric oxide you have, the better your circulation. And here's the problem. As you age, your body produces less and less nitric oxide naturally. By the time you're 60, your nitric oxide levels can be as much as 50% lower than they were in your 30s. That's why so many seniors struggle with high blood pressure, poor circulation, cold extremities, and fatigue. But when you consume beets, either as juice, powder, or whole, you're giving your body the raw materials it needs to produce more nitric oxide. A landmark study published in the journal Hypertension followed a group of older adults who drank just 1 cup of beet juice daily. After only 4 weeks, their systolic blood pressure, the top number, dropped by an average of 8 points. They also showed significant improvements in blood vessel flexibility and overall circulation. 8 points might not sound like much, but in terms of reducing your risk of heart attack and stroke, it's enormous. Another study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that beet juice improved exercise performance and endurance in seniors by increasing oxygen delivery to the muscles. That means more energy, better stamina, and less fatigue during everyday activities like walking, gardening, or playing with your grandchildren. So how do you use beets? The easiest way is to drink beet juice. You can buy it from most health food stores or make your own at home if you have a juicer. I recommend starting with just 4 ounces a day, which is about half a cup. You can drink it in the morning with breakfast or in the afternoon as a pick-me-up. If you don't like the taste of beet juice, and I'll be honest, it's not for everyone, you can use beet powder instead. Beet powder is simply dehydrated beets ground into a fine powder. You can mix it into smoothies, oatmeal, yogurt, or even just stir it into a glass of water or juice. 1 to 2 teaspoons of beet powder per day is usually enough to see benefits. Now, I do want to give you one heads up. When you start consuming beets regularly, you might notice that your urine or stool turns a reddish color. Don't panic. This is completely normal and harmless. It's just your body processing the natural pigments in the beets. Also, if you're on blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor before adding beet juice to your routine, because it can lower your blood pressure even further. That's not a bad thing, but you want to make sure you're monitoring it properly. The bottom line is this: beets are one of nature's most powerful tools for improving blood flow, and they're incredibly easy to incorporate into your daily routine. But before we continue, if you're finding this video helpful, please take a moment right now to hit the like button below this video. It really helps more people discover this content, and it lets me know that you want to see more videos like this. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. I post new videos every week on topics just like this. Practical tips to help you stay healthy, strong, and independent as you age. And if you know someone who could benefit from this information, maybe a friend, a family member, or someone in your community, please share this video with them. Alright, let's continue. The 4th trick I want to share with you is one of the most enjoyable, and it's something you can sip on throughout the day: hibiscus tea. Hibiscus is a beautiful flowering plant that's been used in traditional medicine for hundreds of years, especially in Africa, the Caribbean, and Central America. But modern science has now confirmed what healers have known for generations. Hibiscus is incredibly good for your heart and your circulation. Hibiscus tea is rich in anthocyanins, which are powerful antioxidants that help protect your blood vessels from damage and inflammation. Inflammation is one of the main drivers of poor circulation because it causes your blood vessels to become stiff and narrow. But here's where hibiscus really shines. It acts as a natural ACE inhibitor. ACE stands for angiotensin-converting enzyme, which is a substance in your body that causes your blood vessels to tighten. When you block or inhibit ACE, your blood vessels relax and your blood pressure goes down. In fact, many prescription blood pressure medications work by inhibiting ACE. Hibiscus does the same thing, just naturally and without the side effects. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition followed 65 adults with mild to moderate high blood pressure. Half of them drank 3 cups of hibiscus tea daily, and the other half drank a placebo. After 6 weeks, the hibiscus group saw their systolic blood pressure drop by an average of 7 points, while the placebo group saw no change. 7 points, just from drinking tea. Another study published in Phytomedicine found that hibiscus tea improved overall blood vessel function and reduced arterial stiffness in older adults. That means better blood flow, less strain on your heart, and a lower risk of heart attack and stroke. So, how do you use hibiscus tea? It's incredibly simple. You can buy hibiscus tea bags at most grocery stores or health food stores. You can also buy dried hibiscus flowers and steep them yourself if you prefer. To make the tea, just steep 1 tea bag or 1 tablespoon of dried hibiscus flowers in 8 ounces of hot water for about 5 to 7 minutes. You can drink it hot or cold, depending on your preference. I recommend drinking 2 to 3 cups per day for the best results. You can have one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. Hibiscus tea has a naturally tart, slightly fruity flavor. If you find it too tart, you can add a small amount of honey or stevia to sweeten it. Just avoid adding sugar, because sugar can actually worsen circulation by damaging your blood vessels over time. One thing to keep in mind, because hibiscus tea lowers blood pressure, if you're already on blood pressure medication, you'll want to check with your doctor before drinking it regularly. You don't want your blood pressure to drop too low. But for most people, hibiscus tea is a safe, delicious, and incredibly effective way to support healthy blood flow every single day. Now, I know we've been talking a lot about what to add to your water and what teas to drink. But this next trick is one of my favorites because it makes hydration feel like a treat instead of a chore. The 5th trick is to infuse your water with cucumber and mint. This might sound simple, but the benefits are real, and the science backs it up. Cucumbers are made up of about 95% water, which means they're incredibly hydrating. But they also contain important nutrients like potassium, magnesium, and vitamin K, all of which support healthy circulation. Potassium, in particular, is essential for maintaining healthy blood pressure. It works by balancing out the effects of sodium in your body. When you have enough potassium, your blood vessels stay relaxed, and your blood flows more easily. A study published in the Archives of Internal Medicine found that people who consumed more potassium-rich foods had a significantly lower risk of stroke and heart disease. And cucumbers are one of the easiest and most refreshing ways to get more potassium into your diet. Mint, on the other hand, contains menthol, which has a natural cooling and soothing effect on your blood vessels. It also helps improve digestion and reduce bloating, which can sometimes put extra pressure on your cardiovascular system. When you combine cucumber and mint in water, you create a refreshing, nutrient-rich drink that encourages you to stay hydrated throughout the day. And the more hydrated you are, the thinner and more fluid your blood becomes, which makes it easier for your heart to pump it through your body. Here's how to make it. Take a large pitcher and fill it with clean, filtered water. Slice half a cucumber into thin rounds and add them to the water. Take about 10 to 12 fresh mint leaves. Gently crush them in your hand to release their oils, and add them to the pitcher as well. Let the water sit in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours, or overnight if possible. This gives the cucumber and mint time to infuse their nutrients and flavor into the water. Then, throughout the day, pour yourself a glass whenever you're thirsty. Aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses per day. Not only will this help you stay hydrated, but you'll also be giving your body a steady supply of the minerals and antioxidants it needs to keep your blood flowing smoothly. And here's a bonus. Cucumber and mint water is incredibly refreshing and delicious. It doesn't feel like a health drink. It feels like something you'd order at a spa. That makes it so much easier to stick with, day after day, week after week. All right, we've reached the 6th and final trick. And this one is especially important if you struggle with nighttime leg cramps, restless legs, or trouble sleeping. The trick is to drink a small glass of tart cherry juice about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Tart cherries, also called Montmorency cherries, are different from the sweet cherries you might snack on in the summer. They're smaller, more sour, and packed with incredibly powerful compounds that support circulation, reduce inflammation, and even improve sleep quality. Let me explain why this works. Tart cherries are one of the richest natural sources of anthocyanins, the same antioxidants we talked about earlier with hibiscus tea. These anthocyanins help reduce inflammation in your blood vessels, which improves blood flow and reduces your risk of clots. A study published in the Journal of Functional Foods found that drinking tart cherry juice daily for 12 weeks significantly improved blood vessel function in older adults. Participants showed better arterial flexibility, lower levels of inflammation, and improved overall circulation. But tart cherries also contain high levels of melatonin, which is the hormone your body naturally produces to help you fall asleep. As you age, your melatonin levels decline, which is one of the reasons so many seniors struggle with insomnia and poor sleep quality. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that drinking tart cherry juice twice a day for 2 weeks increased sleep time by an average of 84 minutes in older adults with insomnia. 84 minutes. That's more than an hour of extra restorative sleep. And here's the connection to circulation. When you sleep better, your blood pressure drops naturally during the night, which gives your heart a much-needed rest. Your blood vessels also repair themselves while you sleep, which keeps them flexible and healthy. So by drinking tart cherry juice before bed, you're not only improving your circulation, but you're also setting yourself up for a deeper, more restful sleep. Here's what to do. Buy a bottle of 100% pure tart cherry juice, not cherry juice cocktail, which is usually loaded with added sugar. Look for the kind that says 100% tart cherry juice on the label. Pour yourself about 4 to 6 ounces, about half a cup, and drink it about 30 to 45 minutes before you go to bed. If you find it too tart, you can dilute it with a little bit of water or mix it with a splash of sparkling water for a fizzy treat. You should start noticing improvements in your sleep quality within just a few days. And over time, you'll also notice that your circulation feels better, especially in your legs and feet. So there you have it. 6 simple, powerful tricks that can transform your circulation, protect your heart, and help you feel more energetic and independent every single day. They're simple, they're affordable, and they work. I've seen these strategies change lives in my own practice. I've watched seniors go from feeling tired, foggy, and sluggish to feeling clear-headed, energetic, and strong. I've seen people reduce or even eliminate their need for certain medications. I've seen people regain their independence and their confidence. And I know they can work for you too. My goal is to help you stay healthy, strong, and independent for as long as possible, so you can enjoy the things that matter most to you, whether that's spending time with your family, traveling, gardening, or simply waking up each day feeling good in your own body. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd take a moment to like it and subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll be notified every time I post a new video, and you'll never miss out on important information that could improve your health. And if you have any questions, or if you'd like to share your own experiences with any of these tricks, please leave a comment below. I read every single comment, and I love hearing from you. Remember, small changes can lead to big results. You don't have to do everything perfectly. Just pick 1 or 2 of these tricks and start today. Be consistent, be patient. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.